Yeah, good morning, everybody. I'm out at Willard Springs Road, just a little south of Flagstaff, about half an hour south of Flagstaff. And it is a beautiful day. It's 4th of July, and I'm going to explore some of the trails along Willard Springs Road, dispersed camping. Come along for the ride. Okay, folks, this is where Willard Springs begins, and this is dispersed camping area. This is Trail 253, and it goes into the forest off on your right, and there's additional camping just here on our right, and that is Trail 9497B. Plenty of space for all sizes of rigs. All right, this is the end of Willard Springs Road, and dispersed camping starts straight ahead of you. Your landmark is the giant tower we see here on the left. Okay, I'm at exit 326 off of Highway 17, and you can see Highway 17 here. And I'm camped at Willard Springs Road, off to the right, Willard Springs Road. And you cross the cattle guard, go in for about a mile and a half, and you'll reach the dispersed camping area. Okay, there's Highway 17, and this is Willard Springs Road. And just after the exit, up the road a little bit, the first curve in the road. Go off to the right, and that takes you to the dispersed camping area. And straight ahead of you is Trail 253B. And they've got some beautiful scenery and some excellent biking. Okay, this is Willard Springs Road. And if you follow it all the way around to the end, that's where the dispersed camping begins, and that's Trail 253. Trail 253. Your landmark is the fire restriction sign on the left. At the end of the road, you'll see a giant microwave tower, a radio tower. Okay, we can see the marker for Trail 253B. And that's the dirt road right ahead of us. And some beautiful scenery awaits you ahead. Okay, I've reached the end of the trail. I'm going to cross the cattle guard here. And there's a beautiful meadow at the bottom of the hill. All right, I've reached the end of the trail here. And big, beautiful meadow here. Totally empty. I have the whole place to myself. Okay, there's the trail, 9469. And just after the meadow here, straight ahead, the trail continues. So I'm going to check it out. Okay, another beautiful view. 4th of July weekend, and not a soul in sight. I'm going to continue on the trail here and see what's ahead. Looks like there's been some serious foresting here. A lot of trees have been chopped down. Lots of burns. Okay, the trail itself is pretty easy, a little rocky in places, but very, very dusty. Has the consistency of cocoa powder, and it can be slippery. Okay, there's a little bit of an incline here, and a little bumpy, a little rocky, and I'll see you at the top of the hill. Just reached the summit, and I'm going to continue to the bottom of the hill, check out the meadow, and then come back. Okay, the trail downhill can be rocky and bumpy, and just proceed with caution. And I've come to a fork in the road, and from the top of the hill off on the right is a very demanding trail. I was there yesterday and I fell off my bicycle not once but twice, and it can be very demanding at times. So I'm going to show you where I was yesterday, and you can decide for yourself whether it's worth it or not. There's the trail that's pretty tough once you get in there. And the other trail looks pretty rocky as well. I'll check that out as well. Okay, this is where the trail becomes pretty demanding, and I don't want to bore you with details, but I'll show you where I fell off my bike. And if you can stay on your bike on this trail all the way to the end, hats off to you. But it can be very demanding. Yeah, as we can see, it's slippery, lots of big giant sharp rocks. And just be extra careful. All right, it gets pretty rocky, and I'll zoom in a little bit. Now, it's nothing but rock and gravel and boulders. So if you can get up that giant hill without getting off your bike, then you have my full admiration. But it can be very, very tough. All right, back to the fork in the road. And I'm going to continue straight down the hill. Check it out. All right, well, this is where the trail apparently ends. But look at this beautiful scenery. All right, I just made it back, and there's the road straight ahead of you that takes you onto Highway 17 north into Flagstaff. Again, this is Willard Springs Road, and that's where I'm camped for the next few days. I'm going to go off onto the left here and follow the road all the way to the end until I see the giant radar, and that is where Trail 253 begins, and that's where I'm camped for the next few days on BLM property. Okay folks, this is the end of Willard Springs Road, and you can see the giant tower here. That's your landmark, and there's also the dump station here on your right, just behind the trees. My campsite is straight ahead of you in the forested area off of the Dusty Trail. We'll be there shortly. Okay, the dispersed camping area starts here. And again, this is the road, main road. This is Trail 253. Straight ahead of you in the forest is Trail 9497B. 9497B. And plenty of sites here, and every type of rig can pass through here, practically every rig. But just be careful, because there are a lot of ruts and potholes. Just be careful. My campsite is right ahead of us, where you see the white truck. I'm at the end of the trail there. We'll be there shortly.